Hello, and welcome to the 2020 and 2021 School Social Worker of the Year Award Ceremony. I'm Julie Incity, President of the Midwest School Social Work Council. I'd like to first take a moment to thank the Minnesota School Social Workers Association for hosting this year's Midwest Conference. They've had some great presenters and have been working hard to pivot from an online format, increasing accessibility while keeping us all safe. We look forward to next year when we can be together again in Indiana in 2022. Thank you all for taking time to recognize the important work being done by your fellow colleagues. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Making a career of humanity. Commit yourself to the noble struggle for equal rights. You will make a better person of yourself, a greater nation for your country, and a finer world to live in." That is what we all decided when we went into this profession. And it's important to take time to recognize the work that we've done. And now I'd like to present the awards for School Social Worker of the Year. In 2020, from the Illinois Association of School Social Workers, we have Maggie Bowie from Hinsdale Central High School in Hinsdale, Illinois.
Hi everyone, my name is Maggie Bowie and I'm coming to you from what I call my home base, my office here at Hinsdale Central High School in Illinois. A heartfelt thank you to the Illinois Association for School Social Work for recognizing me as the 2020 recipient of Social Worker of the Year. Especially in times like these, I am incredibly grateful for collaboration amongst coworkers and the state organization as a venue to advocate and collaborate to enhance our practice. Similar to many of you as my colleagues, students and student advocacy is what called me to this field. Despite unprecedented times, it has been an honor to continue to work with students in need. Thank you again to IASSW and the entire selection committee for this award. I'm incredibly grateful and humbled to have received this honor. Thank you.
From Indiana, all the Indiana school social workers have been recognized in the state. Thank you, School Social Workers of Indiana. From the Iowa School Social Workers Association, we have Jessica Schmidt from Des Moines Public Schools in Des Moines, Iowa.
Hi, my name is Jessica Schmidt, and I'm the 2020 Iowa School Social Worker of the Year. I've served Des Moines Public Schools for the last 11 years, including 12 different school buildings. First off, I'd like to thank the Iowa School Social Work Association for this award. I am deeply honored and moved by this recognition. Secondly, I'd like to thank my fellow past and present colleagues within Des Moines Public Schools. I appreciate your support, your dedication, and enthusiasm. Thank you for the good laughs, the love, and the drive you show each day for our students, families, and staff at Des Moines Public Schools. To my social work colleagues across the Midwest, continue to be present and remember we are the change in our work. When we do, what we do makes a difference. Thank you.
From Kansas School Social Workers Association, we have Sarah Friesinger from Sunset Elementary in Newton, Kansas.
In early March of 2020, all of Sunset Elementary School, which is a kindergarten through fourth grade building that I work in, all students and staff had an assembly to recognize me for School Social Work Week and for being nominated as the 2020 School Social Worker of the Year. They sang our school song, A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman, made me cards, gave me flowers. So to be honest, that felt like a big acknowledgement and award in and of itself. To have almost 300 children singing their hearts out to you is quite amazing. Look at the lyrics, listen to them. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams, it's all it's going to take. A million dreams for the world we're going to make. They made me cry. I never imagined that I'd actually be named the Kansas School Social Worker of the Year in 2020, and I was very humbled when I was. I'm part of an amazing team at Sunset Elementary. We work together to create a safe and loving and nurturing environment for children. I have to give so much credit to the whole staff. I also have the privilege to be a part of an amazing social work team in my district that has grown to 13 school social workers in the time that I have been in the Newton, Kansas schools. Our district values our work and the expertise we bring to the educational setting. Social workers are such an important part of our school settings. As school social workers, we do a wide variety of things. This is what drew me to the profession and what I really like about doing this work. The best part, though, is working with children. They bring such energy to life. They give me hope for what our world can and hopefully will be in the future. I like helping students when they are in a hard place. I'm often with students and families when they are struggling or sharing really difficult things. This is such a sacred space to be a part of, and I do not take this lightly. I want to thank Kansas School Social Work Association so much for this award. Every one of us as social workers does such hard and important work and deserves to be recognized for all we contribute to our school and our broader communities. We all take home a lot with us emotionally. I regularly worry about the children and families whom I work with, as I know all of you do too. Our children and families at school are a part of us. This is hard work, and it is important work. Remember to take care of yourselves. Thank you so much, and good luck to all of you in the work that you do.
From the Kentucky Association for School Social Work, we have Buddy Lee from Jefferson County Public Schools in Louisville, Kentucky.
Hi, my name is Buddy Lee, and I was honored to be recognized as the 2020 School Social Worker of the Year for Kentucky. I found social work, or social work found me, in 1980 in Nairobi, Kenya. I graduated college and found myself working at an inner city community center doing social work in a community called Shari Moyo. Shari Moyo means an affair of the heart, and for 27 years, social work has been an affair of the heart for me. I've loved my coworkers, I've loved the family, the kids that I've worked with in elementary school. I became a district school social worker for my last 11 years, working with different schools to help staff and teachers and parents come together to find good things for kids. I love the Kentucky Association of School Social Work and the macro things they do that allow me to do the micro things that I love to do and still take part in advocacy and education and helping communities in a good way. And so it is a great honor. I don't think I'm the best social worker. I think on a good day, I'm in the pack, but it's just an honor to work with good people doing good things in the world. And I have loved it. Thank you very much.
From the Michigan Association of School Social Workers, we have Michelle Calvillo from Allen Park Community High and St. Francis Cabrini School in Allen Park, Michigan.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Calvillo, and I am proud to be the 2020 School Social Worker of the Year, representing the state of Michigan and MASSW's Region A. It's truly an honor to work with such amazing and dynamic social workers who have guided me along the way. Many thanks to my friends and colleagues, my school social workers at Allen Park Public Schools, school leaders, community partners, my friends and my family, especially my son Gabriel, who teaches me every day. Finally, I'd like to use the rest of my time to share some heartfelt moments from my career. Truly, it's an honor to serve, and these pictures represent 1,000 words. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Take care, and God bless.
From the Minnesota School Social Workers Association, we have Tabitha Wheeler from the High School for the Recording Arts in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hello to everyone at the Midwest Conference. I am ever so honored to be able to be here virtually and say thank you once again for the amazing opportunity to be School Social Work of the Year in Minnesota in the year 2020, which we all know was quite harrowing and challenging. And it was just such a bright spot in my year to get that recognition, as we so often do our job quietly and without expecting accolades. It is always nice to get a bit of sunshine on your face. Also, I wanted to say I really appreciate and grateful for those that honored me, that nominated me to the Minnesota School Social Workers Association, for taking the time to do so, as well as everyone at High School for Recording Arts, my mentors, my students, and community members. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Keep on doing amazing work, light workers, and I also want to wish everyone an amazing school year in the year 2021-22. Thank you.
From the School Social Workers Association of Missouri, all Missouri school social workers were recognized. Thank you, everyone. From the School Social Workers Association of Nebraska, we have Molly Schnabel from Papillion La Vista Community Schools in Papillion, Nebraska. From Ohio School Social Work Association, we have Faith Gordon from the Bedford City to School District in Bedford, Ohio.
Hello, my name is Faith Gordon, and it is my honor to be named the recipient for the 2020 Ohio School Social Worker of the Year Award. First, I must thank my Heavenly Father, who has blessed me with the ability to actively listen, to express empathy, and to build positive rapport with students, families, and coworkers that I work with on a daily basis. Secondly, I have to thank my mom for the spirit of servitude. I've watched her work as a church missionary, as an educator for the Cleveland Municipal School District, and as granny to everyone in the community that knew her. third, I have to thank my mentors. I have to thank my family and friends for all the guidance, the encouragement, the leadership of shaping me and molding me into the social worker that I am today. And, you know, being a social worker, a school social worker, is not just a job for me. It is honestly my passion. It is my dream job. And I think these photos will say it best. Thank you and God bless.
And from Wisconsin School Social Workers Association, we have Nicole Carlisle from Cromrie Middle School in Middleton, Wisconsin.
Hello, fellow school social workers. My name is Nicole Carlisle, and I received the School Social Worker of the Year award for the state of Wisconsin for the 2020-2021 school year. The first thing that I think is, what an amazing year to win that award. I think we all could have used an extra boost during that school year, given how many challenges we faced and just the unpredictable nature of working in schools during that school year. I know that my first reaction when I got the phone call saying that I won the award was to cry. Tears of joy, of course, but tears nonetheless. And I say that my overwhelming feelings about winning the award are definitely gratitude. Um, Gratitude that I was recognized by my state professional association, the Wisconsin School Social Work Association, and even more so, I would say gratitude for being recognized by my colleagues. And just knowing and really being reminded of the fact that those that I work closely with every day value what I bring to the table and see the impact that I have on kids and families and on our school system. So really feeling honored and blessed at being recognized, especially in a school year that brought with it so many challenges. So yes, infinite gratitude for winning the award. And thank you for giving me the space and time to share that gratitude.
Congratulations again to all of our 2020 School Social Workers of the Year. Now we'll move into the award ceremony for recognizing our School Social Workers of the Year in 2021. From the Illinois Association of School Social Workers, we have Donna Flanagan from Walter Diet High School in Chicago, Illinois.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am both honored and grateful to have been selected School Social Worker of the Year. I've always believed that being a school social worker was not just my job, it's my calling. Each year I work to develop creative projects to help keep my students engaged, and I would not have been able to do many of them over the years if it were not for grant organizations such as the Oppenheimer Family Foundation, the Chicago Foundation for Education, and Donors Choose, just to name a few. I want to thank my family and friends for being so supportive, the esteemed committee for selecting me, the phenomenal Diana Powitz for nominating me, the remarkable Annette Johnson for hiring me for Chicago Public Schools 24 years ago, my manager Carolyn Franklin for being so supportive for the past 11 years, and last but not least, my CPS fellow school social workers who continuously inspire me. Thank you and God bless.
From the Indiana School Social Work Association, we have Patrice Uminski from St. Malachy School in Brownsburg, Indiana.
Hello, everyone. I'm Patrice Uminski, and I am the 2021 School Social Worker of the Year recipient for Indiana. I'm very honored and excited to receive this award, and I would like to congratulate my fellow award winners. I would like to thank the Indiana School Social Work Association for recognizing my work as a school social worker and for providing continuous support to school social workers in the state of Indiana. I'm grateful to be part of such an esteemed group of colleagues working in the schools. Thank you to the Midwest Council for taking time to acknowledge the award recipients from the various states in a virtual format this year. It is truly great to be honored during the Midwest Conference, and I hope to see all of you next year in person. Thank you again for this recognition.
From the Iowa School Social Workers Association, we have Emily Serrata from Central Rivers Area Education Agency in Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Thank you for this opportunity to be here with all the other honorees today and the recipients honored before us. It's an amazing privilege to be recognized for my contributions to the students, families, and schools I serve, as well as the school social work profession. Serving on the ISPA board has provided me the opportunity to reflect on the school social work services in our state at a time when leadership for our profession through our Department of Education has been silenced. With the elimination of the school social work consultant position in 2008, for the first time since 1965, after 43 years. At a time when we need to define how we meet the mental and behavioral health and social emotional needs of our students has never been more necessary. While serving on the ISPA board, I looked for ways to strengthen our advocacy efforts collectively. In doing so, we created a collaboration with our 4 university MSW programs. We completed a school social work practice survey, which data from that survey was utilized to establish a school social work endorsement program at one of our universities. We also created collaborative relationships with our Iowa School Counselors Association, School Psychologists Association, and Mental Health Counselors Association to advocate for school mental health services. I continue to build my knowledge of school social work practice throughout the Midwest and the nation by serving on the Midwest School Social Work Council and a few SWA committees to support and develop ways in which we strengthen and elevate our profession. While the need to advocate for our profession and the students, families, and schools we serve is ever present and at times daunting, I could not be more proud of the contributions together with these groups we've been able to make at the state, regional, and national levels. I am grateful for the tremendous support from my family, my husband John, and my sister Robin. Thank you. And I am more inspired than ever to continue and grow and serve in these roles and feel truly blessed for the opportunities to utilize my strengths and passions at the macro level to promote the value and expertise of school social workers. Thank you.
From the Kansas School Social Workers Association, we have Angela Candelario from the Turner Unified School District in Kansas City, Kansas. From Angela, I would like to thank KSSWA for selecting me as the Kansas School Social Worker of the Year. It's such an honor to be recognized and acknowledged for the work that I so greatly am passionate about and enjoy doing for a living. To be considered for this role is a great privilege, and I am so grateful that you find me capable of this award. Please know that this award is very much important for me and for my professional growth. There is not a way to express how surprised I was upon hearing my name called as the person being honored as Kansas Social Worker of the Year, as I work every day with so many wonderful colleagues. It's a great honor to be called a social worker. Thank you again for the amazing recognition. From the Kentucky Association for School Social Work, we have Serena Mary Britt Culbertson from Winburn Middle School in Lexington, Kentucky.
Hi, my name is Serena Culbertson. I'm the Title I School Social Worker at Winburn Middle School and the 2021 School Social Worker of the Year for the state of Kentucky. I feel extremely honored and humbled to be receiving such an incredible award and to be joining past nominees and recipients who I have long admired and respected. I am earnestly grateful for the recognition because I know what a wonderful network of school social workers we have across the state of Kentucky as well as nationwide. How fortunate are we to have a profession where we can spend our entire careers empowering others and advocating for much needed changes in schools, school districts, and beyond. Our school social work conferences are fantastic opportunities to learn with and from one another so that we can all continue to strive to better meet the needs of students and families. In my opinion, every single school social worker should be recognized for the wonderful work that they are doing. I have the deepest respect for and have learned so much from my colleagues, coordinators, and clinical supervisors over the years. I feel so fortunate to work for a school district that makes mental health services for students a priority. There are school social workers employed throughout the district, and in 2016-2017, our district began offering free clinical supervision for certified social workers. How amazing is that? Clinical supervision is a tremendous opportunity for professional growth, and I hope that every single school social worker who wants to has access to free or reduced cost clinical supervision at some point in their career. I am so thankful for my amazing husband, Cam Culbertson, and for how supportive he has been of my profession and my career, especially during the years that I was under clinical supervision. I know that was extra work for him as a spouse and as a parent. He is just truly the best. I am also so very fortunate to work with an amazing school psychologist at my school who is a lifelong learner as well, who I can learn with, rely on, and collaborate with on new and ongoing initiatives. Dr. Jessie Birdwhistle is perhaps the most social worky school psychologist I have ever met. If you have a work friend who has big creative ideas, be that colleague who helps them think through the logistics of coordinating those new initiatives. And if you are that work friend with the creative ideas, appreciate and value that colleague who helps you think through the logistics of accomplishing the goals you set together. I want to sincerely thank each one of you for what you do every day to advocate for students and families, for the incredible contributions you're making to the field of social work, and for the ways that you positively represent our profession each and every day. Keep up the hard work. What you do truly matters. Thank you so much.
Now from the Michigan Association of School Social Workers, we have Paige Greaves from Willow Woods Elementary in Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Hello, my name is Paige Greaves, and I just wanted to start first by thanking MASSW for continuing to recognize an outstanding school social worker each year. I also want to recognize my fellow nominees, as their work in this profession has not gone unnoticed. I want to thank my parents, Larry and Kelly, my sister, Jenna, as well as my husband, Stephen, for their continued love and support throughout my entire career. Overall, I am honored to be the 2021 School Social Worker of the Year, representing the state of Michigan and Region M. I truly enjoy doing what I do and feel it necessary to help the families that I serve. Rifling through old letters I had received from families and coworkers, either expressing gratitude, appreciation, or just genuine recognition, made me realize that through the good and bad days of this career, that we as school social workers are making an impact. As I reflected on all of the kind words written to me over the years, it has not only encouraged me to continue doing what I do, but it has continued to show that contributions can, in fact, be recognized and also meaningful.
From the Minnesota School Social Workers Association, we have Tracy Littman from Ordeum East Middle School in Duluth, Minnesota.
Hi there, I'm Tracy Littman, and I'm the Minnesota Schools Social Worker Association's School Social Worker of the Year for the 2021-22 school year. I want to thank the nominee committee. I want to thank all of the social workers. I am most humbled like you and grateful for what we do. I want to start by thanking Gina Clive. The strength and courage and confidence by which you lead with is inspiring and transformative. My gratitude for this nomination is endless. To Ray Jackson and Mike Emerson, my assistant principals, your support and encouragement as we take this journey year after year is most appreciated. I have always said that sometimes being a school social worker, we hear things that God shouldn't even hear. We hear heart-wrenching stories, and yet our role, our goal, and what we find meaningful is to bring and teach kids skills and insights to give them a vision beyond today. With the help of the Ordeum East teachers, who I'd like to thank very much, what you do for children and adolescents in the best and most difficult of circumstances is truly amazing. To the special education staff, who I consider my second work family, who teach students of all abilities, I'm honored and I'm grateful to work with you. To my husband, Joe, as Georgia O'Keeffe said, you're one of my nicest thoughts. One of the values of social work is giving credit where it's due. I'd like to thank you. As Lou Gehrig's once said, he was the luckiest person alive. Certainly, that is how I feel. I am only able to do what I do in the manner that I do it because of your understanding, encouragement, belief in me, and the value of supporting children and families in our community. I'm grateful that you simply smiled all those times I walked out the door with our children's own jackets and coats and toys. You said nothing but simply nodded. Plus, you appreciate my strong will and the conviction, especially for teaching people with the right help, they're stronger than they could ever have imagined. To my chosen son, Donald, in heaven, I carry you with me on every adventure. To my sons, Jack and Reed, and my bonus daughter, Lexi, you are my proudest moments. Your courage to continue to grow and change and give back is inspiring. To my grandson, Jace, you are simply pure joy. To my mother and brother, we share this award because we shared such a triumphant journey. And to my friends who are more like family, you recognize the crack in my voice and you give me just what I need. Lastly, to the hundreds of children and families who've allowed me in, who gave me the privilege of hearing their stories and learning along the way with you and growing with you, I thank you. I carry you all in my heart with me as you have made me a better social worker. I have been given this amazing honor, and yet I have something I'd like to ask to all those who view this. We know the rate of depression and anxiety continues to grow with the use of social media. We know what it causes our young. They don't have enough life experience necessary to deal with the nasty posts or the mistakes they've made or simply trying to navigate life. We know what happens when kids don't have hope. My platform is called From Here Forward. So please join me in giving our young people back hope. They can only imagine a life where they didn't have to worry about making mistakes and having the whole world know. We need to allow young people to make mistakes in private so they can go through what they grow through. Please monitor your child's phone. Truly, their life may depend on it. I'm Tracy Littman again, and I'm most grateful to the nomination committee, to the Minnesota School Social Workers Association for all the work they do in our advocacy and policy. But I'm most grateful to Collard East Middle School, my home, where I get to be a school social worker. Thank you.
From the School Social Work Association of Missouri, we have Janelle Porter from North Kansas City Schools in Kansas City, Missouri.
Hello, my name is Janelle Porter, and it is with great appreciation that I accept the School Social Worker of the Year award from the board and the members of the School Social Work Association of Missouri. I am honored to be part of an organization that recognizes the importance of social work in public schools. The collaboration between the home, the school, and the community is key to the success of our students, and social workers understand the intricacies of bringing these systems together. In a time where we are seeing an increasing amount of mental health issues in our youth, social workers are a crucial part of the support team for these students and their families. This honor truly belongs to the team of which I am part of in the North Kansas City School District. Every day, I learn from and am challenged by the social workers and professionals with whom I work. They remind me that the work is never really finished, and we can always find new and better ways to serve our students and families. We will not give up on this challenge. In the words of our beloved Jane Addams, nothing could be worse than the fear that one had given up too soon and left one unexpended effort that might have saved the world. Thank you again.
From the School Social Work Association of Nebraska, we have Susie Jones from Bellevue Public Schools in Bellevue, Nebraska.
I just want to say thank you so much for this prestigious award. To say that I was shocked is an understatement. Over the years, I have seen so many amazing social workers receive this and have looked up to and admired them. And I just cannot believe that I'm in this category. So just want to say thank you. I'm humbled and just so honored.
From the Ohio School Social Work Association, we have Martha Jones from Columbus City Schools, Columbus, Ohio.
I just want to say a thank you to the person who nominated me for School Social Worker of the Year for 2021. I still don't believe I deserve that. There are so many other social workers and colleagues that I work with that have done great things. I am only impressed by what they do and challenged by what they do. And I hope that in accepting this award, that I am doing so with the promise to continue to do my very best to reach out to every student and family to be a part of their success in the school system. I thank all of you for being wonderful examples and support to me, and I hope that I'm doing the same for everyone else. One of the things that I said in my acceptance speech for when I accepted at our Ohio conference was that I think I've been a social worker since I took that very first promise. And that first promise was the Girl Scout promise. And the very first line of that is, I will try to do my best. And that is exactly what I will always be doing every day. Every day is a new day, and I will be trying always to do my best. Thank you.
From the Wisconsin School Social Workers Association, we have Tabitha Wiem from the School District of La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tabitha Wiem, and I'm the school social worker at Summit Environmental School in the School District of La Crosse in Wisconsin. I'm in my 18th year here in La Crosse, and I'm very passionate about supporting students, families, and staff in any way I can to help ensure the success of all of our students. I've been lucky to have numerous individuals within the educational field to help shape who I am as a school social worker and conscious-minded citizen. Educators play such an important role in shaping students' lives, both young and old, and I cannot say thank you for this award without acknowledging the strong, talented, and willing educators throughout my life. Some characteristics about me. I have a passion for strengths-based support and setting high expectations within the ability of students and families. I also have a passion for supervising school social work students since I was lucky enough to have some amazing supervisors myself while working at Monroe County Shelter Care, the Cudahy School District, the Viroqua site of the Family and Children's Center, and many professionals at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. I would also like to thank the principal that helped hire me in my district, Mr. Dirk Hunter, my amazing current and retired colleagues, my supportive group of district student services staff, my wonderful practicum students I've had the privilege to support over the years, and finally, my parents for telling me I could achieve whatever I set out to do, and my husband and 2 beautiful children who spend every day showing me how blessed I am to be a part of their lives. Finally, I would like to take a moment to say a heartfelt thank you to the Wisconsin School Social Work Association for this award and for all the time and hard work you do for the school social work field. It is truly a calling to be a member of the social work field, and I'm thankful every day I can call myself a school social worker here in Wisconsin. With all the talent and passion within our communities, I am beyond thankful to receive this honor. Thank you.
I want to close by thanking all of our award winners and everyone who nominated them and participated in this ceremony. Also, with a quote from Brené Brown, "If we want to develop our children who believe in their inherent worthiness, then it is our job to find a way to believe in our inherent worthiness." Often in our profession, it's hard to know if we are successful because we rarely see the fruits of our labor. So please take time to acknowledge yourselves and each other like we did here, because we need it. And a special thank you to Angela Bearwolf and Nancy Van Horn, who helped put this video together, and all of the recognition committee at Midwest Council and others involved in today's ceremony. Thank you so much and take care.